LeBron James at the end of his career turning into a journeyman who will go anywhere and will work for food, will work for my God. That's where LeBron James is now, where can't stay in L.A. and take a pay cut, right, to stick along with the team, but I'll go anywhere and I'll take a big-time haircut, veterans minimum, to be a third or fourth option where all the other guys who are there.
LeBron James is once again the biggest topic in basketball, and this time it isn't because of a triple-double, a game-winning performance, or another historic milestone. Instead, he's making headlines because of what longtime sports commentator Rob Parker had to say on Fox Sports Radio. And trust me, if you've followed Rob Parker over the years, then you already know exactly what's coming. This is the same guy who's become famous for creating hilarious nicknames and unforgettable one-liners aimed at some of the NBA's biggest stars. Whether you agree with him or not, one thing is certain. Rob Parker knows how to grab everyone's attention.
Jaylen Brown, right? You got Maxey, you got Embiid. Like, there are people there. Like, it's not just a LeBron story, no matter what happens there, obviously. So it's kind of weird to see that this is where LeBron is going to end it. LeBron, is it really a surprise? No. There was a BS story about, it's about the family and this and that. Philadelphia is not about the family.
Not at all. That part, that shocked me a little bit more. That
story didn't make any sense, okay?
So when Fox Sports released a clip teasing that Rob Parker had a new meaning for the word GOAT, people immediately knew fireworks were coming. And Rob didn't disappoint. Instead of calling LeBron the greatest of all time, he joked that GOAT now stands for goes on another team. That's classic Rob Parker. Love him or hate him, the man knows how to create headlines. But that wasn't even the biggest part of the conversation. The real bombshell came when Parker discussed reports that LeBron allegedly had interest in joining the New York Knicks before ending up elsewhere. According to Parker, the Knicks supposedly weren't interested. Now let's be very clear. This isn't something that has been officially confirmed by LeBron James or the Knicks organization. It's a report discussed on sports radio. But once that rumor started circulating, NBA fans immediately went into debate mode.
Because he could have stayed here, I'm pretty sure, with the Lakers for $4 million. I'm pretty sure that they would say, all right, we'll take you for $4 million, not for $50 million. And then the whole idea is that LeBron is officially, and I guess it's always been the case, just a ring chaser. He's the ultimate ring chaser, and you got to look at it and go, how? It's just pathetic, and it's pathetic from this standpoint, Kelvin. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm. Social media exploded. Fans started asking, did the Knicks really turn down LeBron James? Would that actually make sense? And perhaps the biggest question of all, what does this say about LeBron's legacy? Because that's really what this conversation has become. It's no longer just about one possible team. It's about how people view LeBron's career as a whole. For years, one of the biggest criticisms from LeBron's detractors has been his willingness to change teams. Unlike players who spent nearly their entire careers with one franchise, LeBron has played for Cleveland, Miami, back to Cleveland, then Los Angeles. If he were to join another contender late in his career, critics argue it would simply reinforce their belief that LeBron has always chased the best situation available. Supporters see things very differently. They argue that modern athletes have every right to choose where they play. After all, owners trade players all the time. Front offices rebuild without hesitation. So why shouldn't a superstar have the freedom to make decisions that give him the best chance to compete? It's a debate that's been going on for over a decade. And honestly, it probably isn't ending anytime soon.
Even if they win, just say they win. It's not going to be because of LeBron. There's going to be because of other players on that team as well. Sure, they'll say, hey, LeBron, we got a part of this again. But it's just not going to feel the same or change people's minds, because I think people are going to look at it and just say, LeBron was just looking at high and low to try to secure another ring, to try to convince people. Because here's the thing, and this is out of New York. Craig Carton from WFA in New York.
But Rob Parker took that criticism and turned it into comedy. He joked that LeBron would go anywhere if it meant another opportunity to compete for a championship. According to Parker, even if LeBron were to win another title, critics wouldn't suddenly place him above Michael Jordan. Instead, they would simply say he joined another loaded roster. That's where the conversation becomes interesting, because legacy debates in basketball have never been just about championships. They're about context. Michael Jordan finished with 6 rings. LeBron has 4. Jordan stayed primarily with one organization during his championship years. LeBron built title teams in multiple cities.
He's reporting on his radio show, Kelvin, that he went to the New York Knicks. And they said, thank you, but no thank you. That they turned down LeBron, and Philadelphia is his second choice. Is that wasn't his first choice, is that he wanted to go to the Knicks, which, again, is not surprising because the team just won a championship, right?
That one I'm not, given that, the team they have.
That was his, I guess, goal is to just latch on and somehow, some way, whatever I got to do to just get another championship.
Some fans admire that. Others criticize it. Neither side is likely to convince the other. Then Parker added another layer to the discussion. He argued that if LeBron joined an already stacked team, any championship wouldn't feel like his championship. Instead, people would credit the younger stars already on the roster. Again, that's opinion, but it's an opinion shared by many critics. Supporters, on the other hand, would likely argue that adding an experienced veteran like LeBron still has tremendous value. Leadership, playmaking, basketball IQ, experience in pressure moments. Those things matter, even at an older age. The funny part about Rob Parker's segment wasn't necessarily the basketball analysis. It was the delivery, the jokes, the sarcasm, the storytelling. That's why his clips spread so quickly online. Whether fans agree or disagree, people watch because they know they're going to be entertained. Then social media did what social media always does. Memes started appearing everywhere. People joked about LeBron showing up with a suitcase ready to join whichever contender had the best chance to win.
And I don't think he's going to convince anybody or pass Michael Jordan by joining the Knicks or joining the Sixers that have a loaded team even before he got there. People already liked what they had done prior to LeBron James getting there. But this is not a surprise to me. This is who LeBron has always been. This is why I said when they erect that statue out in front of the arena in Cleveland, it's going to have a basketball and it's going to have a suitcase because this fits his MO again. But I will admit that LeBron James is the GOAT. And it doesn't stand for greatest player, greatest of all time. It stands for goes on another team.
Others defended him, pointing out that nearly every great player wants to compete for championships. After all, nobody criticizes players for wanting to win. The criticism usually comes from how they choose to pursue those wins. And that's where the LeBron conversation becomes unique. Every move he makes becomes a national debate. Every rumor becomes a headline. Every decision gets analyzed from every possible angle. Very few athletes in sports history have faced that level of scrutiny for over 2 decades. Think about it. LeBron entered the NBA as an 18-year-old teenager. Now he's approaching the twilight of an incredible career. Yet somehow, he's still the biggest story in basketball. That's remarkable. Whether people love him or dislike him, he's impossible to ignore. That's part of what makes him one of the most influential athletes ever. Now let's talk about the Knicks angle for a second. If the report were true, would it actually make sense for New York to decline? That's a fascinating basketball question. The Knicks would have to consider several factors: salary, roster fit, player development, chemistry, future flexibility. Even adding a legendary player isn't always the obvious move. Sometimes front offices believe continuity is more valuable than adding another superstar.
If the Knicks had lost in the finals, LeBron James would have forced his way on the Knicks. I'm telling you the truth, right? I'm telling you the truth. He would have went to the Garden with his suitcase and be like, y'all are letting me in this building, come hella high water. Like, they have no shame. They have no shame. And the craziest thing is, the very thing that they're using to shield him, which is his age, is the very thing that when we brought up when MJ was 40 years old, oh, well, he would look what Michael Jordan looking like. He was looking like a bald at 40. It's unreal.
Other times, the financial implications simply don't work. Again, without official confirmation, it's impossible to know exactly what happened behind closed doors. But it's definitely the kind of rumor that fuels sports talk shows for days. And that's exactly what happened here. Meanwhile, LeBron's supporters immediately fired back. They pointed out that critics seem to move the goalposts. If LeBron stays with one team and doesn't compete, he's criticized. If he joins a contender, he's criticized. If he carries a heavy workload, people say he's stat padding. If he takes a smaller role, people say he's riding coattails. No matter what he does, someone finds a reason to complain. Critics respond by saying that's simply what happens when you're compared to Michael Jordan. Every decision matters. Every championship matters. Every finals loss matters. That's why the GOAT debate remains one of the hottest conversations in sports. And honestly, there's probably never going to be universal agreement. Some people value championships above everything else. Others value longevity. Some prioritize individual statistics. Others emphasize perfect finals records. Different fans have different standards. That's why debates involving Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Kareem, and other legends continue year after year. At the end of the day, Rob Parker accomplished exactly what he wanted. People are talking. His GOAT jokes spread everywhere. Fans debated his comments. Sports shows discussed them. YouTube creators reacted. Social media exploded. Mission accomplished. Whether you think his comments were hilarious or completely unfair, one thing is undeniable. LeBron James remains the center of the basketball universe. 20-plus years into his career, he's still generating more discussion than almost anyone else in the sport. That's incredibly rare. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Rob Parker's comments? Did you find the GOAT means goes on another team joke funny? Do you think LeBron still has another championship run left? And if the rumors about the Knicks were true, would New York have made the right decision by passing? Drop your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another NBA discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.